go ahead and start this thingy up. And we'll go ahead and start up this one. Alright. So, it's been a while, so we'll do a quick recap on things that happened last time. Last session you awakened from combat. All of you at 1 HP having been knocked unconscious by a very vicious gang of redcaps. Immediately upon waking, Winfrith and Baldric needed help getting back to the village, and Roswin, who had been being chased by said redcaps, assisted in tending wounds for the party and those involved. You all sort of retreated back to Asinia, to recuperate, take a rest, make sure you were all in decent shape to continue. The evening was restful to a degree. Despite your batters and bruises, you're all in reasonably good health at this point. Things are a little sore and stiff, but beyond that, you're all in pretty okay shape. You all set out from the village after a somewhat emotional conversation between Felix and his mum, Clara. And you have all made your way back to the clearing in which you encountered those redcaps, and Roswin has guided you to a portal into presumably the Feywild. Upon seeing Roswin fly up into the lower boughs of this massive tree in the center, you guys came up with a plan to climb the tree and try and make your way into said portal. After some trials and tribulations, the four of you have found your way into the portal, some more gracefully than others. And we begin today's session as you are all making your way through said portal. Does anybody have anything they want to add to that?
I hate this place.
It's probably
and also
fine.
are gonna have a very interesting.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Felix was the first to jump.
Yep.
And made it in successfully with little to no drama. Ray and Natfi, on the other hand, Natfi had a few instances of damn near falling, and eventually it fell to Rayan to pick him up and fucking jump. And then I believe Balasar is to follow, if I have the order of people correct in my notes.
Yes.
Yep, that is correct.
Alrighty. So, we'll start with just a quick description on how you guys are doing. So as each one of you sort of finds your way into this portal, what was initially this sort of overwhelming force of gravity pulling you down towards the ground from this branch of the tree sort of alleviates itself and almost feels for a moment like you're floating, and you feel a very familiar sensation as you're passing through this sort of ethereal gateway, and it feels almost for a moment that a small section of your body is plunged into icy cold water, and you can feel your body sort of tighten as you do, and you, for a brief moment as this feeling passes from feet to midsection to shoulders to head, you sort of feel the breath leave your body a little bit, and it feels almost like you're drowning, almost like you're underwater for a split second. And then everything that you can see of the original clearing sort of fades out into blackness, and for a brief moment you're both blind, deaf, nothing. You hear and see nothing. You feel like you're drowning for a second, and then all of a sudden color sort of bursts forth as this sensation passes by the remainder of your body, and now you find yourselves sort of able to see a much more clear picture of where you are about to end up. Felix, you being the first to arrive, you come out of this portal sort of directly underneath where you had originally jumped off. Reminder, you were up about 30 feet or so. And as you sort of come out of this portal and this color sort of washes over your eyes, you can see just sort of a haze of purples and greens, and you sort of take a second to adjust and realize the ground is coming at you very, very fast.
Oh no!
Fuck. Can I... Shit, can I tuck and roll?
Yeah, roll me an acrobatics.
23.
Cool.
19 plus 4.
Cool. Thankfully, the momentum from falling off of this branch up high, you did sort of fall about 5 to 8 feet from the branch, and this portal sort of slowed a little bit of your momentum, so you're able to sort of very quickly gather yourself and figure, okay, I have this much time to hit the ground, I need to do this, this, and this. And you manage to hit the ground and sort of tuck under yourself and sort of roll out of the way. As soon as you hit the ground, you can hear a noise behind you from up in the air.
Look up.
From above you, you can see... Rayan, how are you carrying Natfi?
I believe it was.
I thought they had him over his shoulder.
Yeah, I
They
know.
have him like carried under his arm.
Was it underarm or over the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like underarm.
I think it was underarm, so I just like scooped him up.
You scooped him up like a binder going between math classes?
Yeah, basically.
Beautiful.
Now the question is Natfi facing? Is his head facing?
Natfi, roll me a d6.
A T6.
Yep, and give me odd or even.
Facing forward.
That is even.
Even? You are facing backwards.
Oof.
So, Felix, as you look up, having hit the ground, and as you're rolling, you can sort of see a brief flash of feet as Rayan comes tumbling out of the portal, sort of unceremoniously, holding the behind of Natfi, sort of under shoulder, and you just see two bodies sort of careening towards you.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Gonna fucking dive out of the way.
Rayan and Natfi, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to land this?
I'm kind of helpless here, so.
I'll be nice and I'll try to.
Natfi, your point of
Push in
view
this wall.
is looking back up into the tree, and all you can feel is that you're falling very fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rayan, what were you doing?
I'm gonna try to cushion the fall for at least him.
Okay. As in, like, put yourself underneath him?
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me...
Ready to get hurt.
Also roll me in acrobatics.
A 9.
Okay. And then roll me also in athletics. Natfi, how receptive are you to this, like, physical motion of Ray and
12.
trying to turn themselves over?
We're using real dice.
I'm pretty sure I'm seeing the fucking tree flying away from me. I'm a little focused on, am I gonna fucking die?
Roll me an also roll me an athletics check.
That is 15.
Okay. So you'll be able to make adjustments to the following statement if you need to.
Okay.
So Rayan, as you sort of are tumbling through the air, you sort of recognize, ah, shit, and sort of try to do like almost a sit-up in the air and like pull your body around, trying to use what momentum you're able to garner with nothing to grab onto to sort of twist yourself up and underneath Natfi. Natfi, you feel in this motion, you can feel your lower half moving up towards the tree as your head is now headed towards the ground.
I'm gonna Gus.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of Gus to like kind of slow the fall.
Let me see here. Okay. That is a Okay. You have a little bit of difficulty sort of making the hand motions to do so with the somatic effect. But thankfully you are able to say things. So you are able to create this air blast and sort of push it down into the ground, and it slows your descent just enough that as Felix is sort of finishing his tumble, it slams into the ground and pushes you guys up just slightly, and you both collapse onto the floor. As that happens, having been able to see behind you, you now see a Dragonborn on his way towards you. Hey, Balasar, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out my immovable rod and activate it.
Sweet. roll me a athletics check.
Athletics?
Yep.
Oh, that's not good. It's a 5.
What do you weigh?
285.
A lot.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you reach into your bag very quickly, or as quickly as you're able to, seeing this ground and your comrades beneath you, and you fling your hand up above your head and click the button on the immovable rod, and it freezes in place, and you can feel just this jarring pull as it slips slightly. It slows you down, but it pulls your arm upwards, and it slips from your fingers, and you fall onto your back atop both Natfi and Rayan.
What the fuck?
Welcome.
Felix comes over to try and help you guys get up. He's honestly confused. Did I miss something?
What the hell?
I hate this place.
Interesting.
So, how far up is my rod?
All told, about 9 feet.
What the hell is that thing?
You want to grab it for me?
I haven't seen it.
Sure, lift me up.
Alright. I'm gonna lift him up so he can stand on my shoulders. Is that a strength?
Nah, I mean, Felix doesn't weigh that much.
Okay.
I would say this is an automatic
So-
success since you're both working together.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna reach for the rod and try and grab it. I'm confused at why it's doing what it's doing.
So you
All
look.
you need to do.
you look up and you can see this rod sort of hovering in midair, and you go to reach for it.
Alright, I pull on it. What the fuck? I'm literally I like lift off of Bowser's shoulders. I'm literally trying to put all of my weight into it. Kind of yank it down. It's not working.
Push the button.
I'm gonna roll out of the way.
I reach in there, I find the button and I push it.
You almost immediately, all of the resistance of the rod is released, and you just onto the ground.
Doctor, fucking help me! I just fucking like look at it. Like, what the fuck is this?
That is the immovable rod.
I'll fucking move it.
Can I have it back?
I throw it at him. Last time I help you.
I told you were gonna figure out what it was. Anyway,
Where's Rosalind?
yes, where is she?
Hang on. I have to remember what voice I was going to use for her. Okay. I'm right here.
Oh, there you are.
And she's sort of just at the base of the tree, sort of watching out into the distance.
Notes for next time. We can't fly.
Ah,
A little warning would have been nice.
but you all made it through.
Rosalind,
Barely.
I mean,
Rosalind,
Yes?
I mean, no offense. I hate this place.
Not me.
No!
We're guests. It's not my.
This place is my home.
He's just salty. He looks dumb.
yeah, you know.
What is salty?
I'll explain when you're older.
Oh. It's one of those. So I'm gonna run off of your natural perception here. You guys notice a few things that are markedly different about this area compared to the previous version, I suppose, of the clearing that you had started in. Looking around the base of this tree, all of the coloration of everything is sort of tinted this sort of misty purple, beyond its original coloration. So what was normally, you know, bright green grass is now green grass with this sort of glistening purple twinge to it. You can see that this particular clearing does have a view up into the skies, and moonlight has sort of bathed this clearing that you stand in. Felix, you notice specifically the air smells of freshly fallen rain despite the ground being dry, and the air is sort of thick and almost choking. Not like it was in the prime material. It's sort of off-putting, and where sounds may have normally echoed in an open space, they sort of feel muted or muffled.
Alright.
Oh, I'm finally gonna sit up now that I've stewed in my frustration.
So where to?
Was that to anybody?
To Rosalind.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Well, it's a few days' journey. But if you're here about the pillar, then it would probably be wise to go see Sylvanas. Though I can't say it'll be a safe journey.
How so?
And she sort of looks off in a general direction, and you can see out in the distance this sort of bright orange entity sort of walking across the skyline.
The fuck?
And you can see that its coloration and sort of existence is a sort of lamplight against this sort of purple-blue backdrop of the Feywild skies.
What is that?
We call him the Burning Man. He's a guardian of sorts.
What's he guard?
As of now, it's hard to say. He's been restless.
Should we go around him?
That would be best.
Okay. You would upset him?
I do not.
I'm gonna offer a hand in ad fee to get him off his butt.
Thank you.
Additionally, as you sort of all watch this entity sort of meander across the horizon, well above the tree line, despite looking as though it is traveling on the ground, it's very large. You can see across the sky there appear to be visible almost tendrils across the skyline, and they sort of envelop the entirety of your view of the sky. Along their length, they are speckled with points of light of varying sizes and brightnesses, and they sort of almost make up like the starlight of the Feywild, and they sort of undulate and move almost as though pushed by sort of an invisible breeze, or as though it was almost like strands of hair underwater.
Can I Arcana check from here?
You absolutely can.
Great. It's useless.
A what?
I said great. It's useless. I rolled a 5.
I would not call that useless. There is a tremendous concentration of magic in general here in this plane. Almost every single thing that you can see within eyeshot seems to emanate some form of a magical aura.
So, which way to Sylvanas?
Well, he's been in hiding for some time. Not long. I guess long by your standards. But he would be far west of here. And she sort of points off in the distance in the general direction of the Burning Man.
Of course. Well, the walk's not getting any shorter.
That is true. And she looks up at the sky and back down.
Is there a day-night cycle?
There I see the moon.
There was.
Was?
What do you mean there was?
And she sort of looks around a little bit more. We should talk as we walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we head west then.
Felix, roll me a perception with advantage.
There it is. Rolled a 15.
You can hear off in the distance sort of this almost bestial baying sound. It's not like a howl or a roar or anything. It's more of a subdued sort of prolonged grunt.
Does it sound like it's in pain?
No. Well, it's hard for you to tell. It's not something you've heard before.
Do I get any generic vibe based on like what I do know?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's in pain. It just sounds like sort of a mundane noise.
Okay. Well, Roswin, tell us as much as you can about this place, because I don't want to go stepping on any toes or stepping in anything that could kill us.
I will tell you what I can as we move. Let's go now. And you all sort of head off westerly.
I do have a question.
I was about to say I am inclined to listen to the one that is native to here.
Yes, what questions might you have?
Do you have any bears?
Bears?
Yeah.
Yes, they exist here.
Okay.
Why?
We had an issue with a few bears.
I see. Yes, they exist.
Do you think you'd be able to tell us if they're coming?
She sort of turns to you and sort of gives you a little, like, salute. And I will do my best.
Thank you, Roswin.
And so you all sort of continue on your way out of this clearing to the western edge. As you sort of reach the edge of this clearing, so to speak, you guys note that the wall of forest is much, much thicker than when you first entered the clearing itself. It's almost like a solid wall of foliage, and there's no real path, so to speak.
Is that sound still happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's almost like a continuous sort of thrumming in your ear. It is coming from north of you, as best as you are able to tell.
North as we are heading west.
Yes.
Okay.
As you sort of push through this foliage and sort of make your way through this more unkempt portion of the wilds, those of you with dark vision notice that where you would normally be able to see a significant distance, your vision is somewhat muted.
Interesting.
Well, what would you like to know?
It's
Roswin's sort of floating a little bit in front of you guys.
really hard to
Yes, this darkness has been here for longer than normal.
roughly around the time that the burning started to become restless.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there was... I'm sure you'll find out eventually.
Very curious.
Well, if you note something, the heads up is always good.
Yes, of course. And so you guys sort of continue on your way. And as things sort of thin out a little bit, it's still pretty difficult to kind of push through. You guys recognize you can no longer see through the canopy of trees. You are now sort of in this very not quite pitch dark forest, but not far from it. The pathway is lit by a tremendous number of fireflies, so you're able to sort of discern your way.
Pretty.
This way's that bad.
The Burning Man became restless some... I guess for you it would be weeks ago. Time passes differently here, you see.
So would that be in line? So question to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be in line with when the initial pillar in Bradenham was knocked over?
That was not a pillar.
Or not the pillar, the statue.
The statue.
You can roll me a history check if you want.
Why am I -1 in history? What the fuck? Oh, I got a 14. That's okay.
Several weeks ago is pretty well beyond the start of your own personal adventures. Specifically, you guys have now been on the road for, what is it, you guys have been on the road for about 11 days, which is approximately a week and 1 day. Being several weeks ago leads you to believe that this was prior to even when you left the village the first time.
I see. Was...
Do you think he's been planning something even before Brayden?
It's possible.
Who is he?
Nothing.
Roll me a deception.
She's gonna see right through this.
Maybe.
I rolled a 5. We're gonna get a new set of dice.
Oh no.
Have you some understanding of who this might have been? What may have happened?
Does the name Soraya ring a bell?
No, I can't say that it does.
Okay.
I was...
There's some conflicts happening.
And that's what brings you here.
Yes.
I see. Do you aim to stop it?
Yes, we do. I'm wondering if there's a connection.
I see. There may well be. Hopefully, your mission is in line with what needs to happen.
Let's hope.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes.
Where are you at in all of this?
I'm just following everyone.
Better question. What's your marching order?
I'll probably be behind. I'm like looking around.
Roll me,
nice.
like
This
just
all
looking
looks
around
nice.
at all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me an investigation.
Seven.
You guys fucking suck at looking at stuff.
My investigation is a -2.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm having a great night.
What are investigating?
Just the area in
What's
general,
gonna
just to
kill
kind of
us?
see what's around. I was curious to see if Rayan sort of admiring the surroundings would sort of glean any information for you guys, but it didn't.
Yeah, sorry, they're dumb.
The one without dark vision is admiring the darkness.
It is very dark.
Very
Yeah.
dark.
Very interesting. That's
Very dark, and I'm about to light a torch.
You can if you want to.
Hmm.
What time of day is it again?
Near as
No.
you're oh, Annie, near as you're able to tell, it's very similar to it's fucking dark.
Okay. Like obvious. I mean, it's not like nighttime dark.
It is dark to the point where you would normally have dark vision 60. You do not have dark vision.
Mm,
You are able to see
Yeah, off the
only what is
fireflies.
lit by the fireflies around the area.
that's kind of weird.
So wait, if dark vision can see normal, does that mean Balasar's just blind?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are all in about the same boat.
Is he lagging behind? Me too.
I feel like Belisar has kind of like got his hands on like whoever's in front of him to kind of.
Lost now.
Roslyn, would it be unwise to light a torch?
It may draw attention,
Hmm.
but... And she sort of looks at all four of you. If you believe yourselves capable enough to handle yourselves should anything come by, then by all means.
Would things come by include or be limited to bears?
Yeah. Or this Burning Man.
Or something worse? Would the yeah,
That-
that's a good point.
That is.
That's
that
a
is-
better
Well,
question.
Better question. Would you happen to know a way so it's not so blindingly dark for us? Other than lighting a torch to give away our position that everything that might want to kill us.
Not specifically. I hadn't really thought of... this being a hindrance to you.
Wait, how can you see?
Hmm?
How can you see in the dark?
I was born here.
And this is like okay.
Ask
Is it
your
always
question.
It's not the slightest bit dark to you?
It's dim.
Yeah.
It's dim, but the light, you know, the fireflies light the path and it's easy enough to follow.
I spent my time in the dark and this seems kind of weird.
Yes, this
I can't see anything.
prolonged nightfall is unnatural.
Well, I could see during the night. I can't see shit now.
And she sort of cocks her head sideways at you a little bit.
I didn't
Yeah,
mean
me
to
neither.
curse.
No. It makes sense.
Is it just like the magic in that ambient, like, magic flow?
Yes, I suppose that'd be the easiest way to explain it.
I kind of want to Arcana check the darkness. Because
Sure.
this is too weird.
Sure, go for it.
What are you? You were 17. Right, so 21.
21.
21.
There is a magical darkness that sort of blankets the land. As far as you're able to tell with this Arcana check, which gives you a pretty tremendous range, it doesn't seem like there would be much of an end to it at all. The only real sources of light in the area are these fireflies and what little tiny pinholes of light you're able to see through the canopy. Few and far between though they are, coming from those sort of waving sort of tendrils up in the sky.
That's the problem.
If it's too dark, I can do something about it. I know you're not familiar with the area.
It would be nice to see.
As she says that, she sort of bends down and picks up a couple of stones. She puts them in her hand and puts her hand palm side up. Her other hand sort of circles above it briefly. And the stones levitate in her hand and start emanating not a bright light, but enough that you're able to sort of make out clearly her facial features. These won't serve as like a spotlight or anything, but they should help. And she sort of passes one out to each of you.
They definitely do, thank you.
This is awesome.
You're able to see probably a good, like cleanly about 15, 20 feet in front of you with these.
Oh, this is better.
Better than being blind.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would pose such a problem.
It's
Oh,
okay.
it's alright.
That's okay.
You know how many times I
It's a
forgot
lot
that
to take
Balthazar
in.
can't see in the dark? Understandable.
And you guys sort of continue onwards. And as you do, I am going to drag you guys over here. I gotta move some stuff around real quick. Who's leading the pack?
Definitely not me.
I think Rosalind and Felix and
I'm gonna put something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me just very quickly make sure that I remember to enable fucking fog.
This is fun.
ah!
It's
I've never
fucking
been
dark.
That's what I see.
That's my life.
This is my life right now.
This is
I think Felix is
some
having a great
hardcore
time.
immersion.
Like, he's
The
glad to be like where
immersion
she's
is
from.
real.
Naffy is a little distressed by it right now. Mostly because of, you know, my
I mean, the good thing
introduction to this
is
place.
like, that's true. You're in a
Yeah,
bad
that's
mood.
fair.
It's good that, like, though, if it's darker, though, your other senses get heightened.
What the hell layer did I put that on? Oh.
Yeah.
It's because I'm an idiot, is why. I hate some of the layering structure on Roll20. Okay. Welcome. So this part of the path sort of branches a tad you guys can see vaguely that it goes both north and west. And Rossman sort of floats a little bit ahead and sort of takes a look around.
You see anything?
Shh.
Oh.
She sort of swings back and sort of parks herself like directly next to Felix. Do you hear that?
I listen.
Yeah.
You can. Felix, you can hear that sort of subdued sort of grunt. That sort of prolonged, like...
The groaning noise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it to her.
Yes.
Oh, I heard that back there. I assumed it was normal.
To a degree. We would do wise to move very, very quietly.
Felix just looks hard at Balasar.
I don't have disadvantage on stuff.
Oh, you don't have your armor on. Okay. Felix his finger up to his mouth and just like general, like, you know, shh.
As that happens, all of the lights in your hands are diffused.
Oh no.
Boy.
Probably on purpose. Felix is gonna whisper as quietly to her as he can. What is it?
They are Yeth hounds.
Who?
Yeth hounds. They look somewhat like dogs, though considerably larger, and they do have the face of almost a human.
What the fuck?
Ugh.
Sounds like that shit from the Hunger Games.
They are not friendly.
Okay,
I bet. They sound hideous.
let's just get by them.
And you can hear sort of, as you listen a little bit more closely, you're able to hear some of what sounds like plodding along on the ground. And the occasional snap of twig.
You lead.
I will not.
You're the only one that can see.
Much as I would like to, they will sense me.
Okay, so we're fucked.
Do you want to hide in my pocket?
That would be preferable.
Alright. I open the little pocket in my shirt again. So she can sip in.
And she sort of goes travel size.
I'm going to close my eyes and try to discern where the snapping of the twigs and the grunting is coming from.
It is... It's difficult to tell. There's a lot of ambient noise from trees sort of swaying in this breeze and varying other things. As far as like the grunting and the padding on the ground, there's something either straight ahead of you or north of you.
That's both away.
This is
Where's-
bullshit.
Can I tell at least which way the twig snapping is coming from?
Either ahead or north.
Fuck.
Maybe both.
Can I
Sure.
12.
Not really. Like I said, it's real dark, and this noise is sort of the only thing you can really make out.
We're gonna have to fight. That's basically it. Which way are we going? I'll take a lead. I take my axe out.
We're gonna be
Just in case. Just in
gonna
case.
be fighting blind.
I'm just checking my race shit. Nothing to help. Motherfucker. Okay. I'm gonna just inch us 5 feet towards the left, kinda.
You have
Okay.
control of your token, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay with Felix.
Alright.
I wouldn't head north.
Well, which way are we going? Which way are we going?
Middle of the road. No more talking.
Move a little slow just because I can only reveal so much of the map at once. I have to click like 400 times to fucking make a circle. Case in point. There's no draw function for this. It's literally all vertices.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. So you guys sort of continue on your way. Hang on, I gotta... Fuck off with your stupid ass select tool. God damn it, I hate you, Roll20. Are you for fucking real right now? There we go. Pause right there. While I move some other shit around. Roll me initiative just for the sake of movement order.
9.
11.
15.
Neffy?
10.
Alright. Felix, do you want to lead? Like,
Yes.
strategize with each other, because I'm just want to make sure I have this all correct.
I'm leading. Because I have the best hearing, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Somewhere in the middle because I can't see a fucking thing.
I can, like, reach my hand out behind me and, like, grab on you if you want.
Let's just all hold hands.
Who's lost? Yeah, someone take my hand. Well, you can't hold hands, you have your fucking axe out.
Hold my shirt.
Okay, then I'll grab Rand gently by the shirt.
How the fuck do I... Nope.
Aren't we a pair? What a group.
Are you for fucking real right now?
Day 1, fighting in the street. Day 11, holding hands as we go through the dark.
Yeah.
Ready to get our shit kicked in.
There we go. Okay. My shit didn't
Yeah,
want
do
to
we need
sword. Alright. So this pathway is, like, largely devoid of features. It's very sort of plain. Felix, you're currently standing next to sort of a big rock. You can see, you know, the edges of trees with all their spindly branches and such and sort of reaching tendrils.
I have a weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and smell if they give off a scent?
Roll me investigation with advantage.
That's an 8. That's a 14. 14.
There are a lot of unusual smells to you in the air in general. you're not quite sure what you're searching for specifically. But you can definitely smell sort of the... Hang on.
Like, does anything smell like muddy or like with like multiple scents congealed in air, like it's been like kind of muddled together? Like, you know how like when an animal like goes through several parts, it like takes up a piece of like whatever it's been walking through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that.
Yes. You do smell something. You're not sure what exactly. But there is definitely some stuff around.
Okay. Can I keep moving forward, or?
Yeah, I'll have you move 15 feet at a time at most. Actually, you know what? 5. I'll say 10.
Okay, I'll go this way. This feels like Pokemon. I don't know if I'm gonna step on something I should.
I really wish it just had like an eraser. An eraser would be fantastic.
I'm just gonna keep sniffing for the weird smells.
Okay. You can smell that one of them is closer.
Do I have a direction?
South.
Okay, I'll start
I think
going
we
this
should
way.
head west.
Yes, it. God bless being half dog. Shout out to choosing furry. I see what you mean about no longer being on grid. This is great.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta move some things.
Okay. I'll stay still.
You said you're still sniffing?
Mm-hmm.
One of whatever is giving off that scent is, like, directly in front of you.
Okay.
And you can actually hear sort of as you sort of like recognize that this whatever it is in front of you, you sort of hear just like a sort of soft padding noise of like paws on ground. It's very close to you.
Mm,
I'm gonna gently push into Rayan to get them to move like this way. Like towards the tree. Very slow. Just kinda...
Keep going forward. Upward.
Yeah, keep going up. Keep going. Oh shit.
Oh no.
I see it take me 2 squares and I... Oh.
that is an ugly fucker.
You know, like the face that Ron gives Harry when they walk by the spiders? That's the face.
It's large.
That is
Oh,
one
it's
large
hideous.
boy. Oh shit, oops.
Should we just...
All of you roll
Don't-
me stealth.
Do not bolt. Do not bolt. Everyone remain calm.
This tension is... it's too much.
Dude, I felt my fucking shit hit my pants as soon as I saw it take me 2 squares. I rolled a 15.
15. I have to pee.
And-
This is too much.
An 8.
Balthazar! Don't you blow this for us!
Too late.
An 8.
An 8.
Hold on. Yeah!
We're fucked. And you were worried about me.
This is true. Gonna keep
Hang on.
inching this. Okay.
I'm waiting for Naffy to get back.
That is one ugly son of a bitch.
I'm so glad I thought in furry tonight.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Also,
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that thing is ugly. Holy shit.
God, it's huge.
It's a yes
Oh,
hound.
It is
It's
a
a-
large boy.
It's worse than a bear.
This is very much so. I would rather the bear.
This is the new thing now. You know how we were always concerned about bears? Now it's this.
Yeah, bears fell in priority of things I'm afraid of. This is up now. The fight or flight response I saw is as soon as I saw it taking up 2 squares in my vision. Oh my god.
I'm waiting for
Uh,
Nappy to come back.
Quick question though, unrelated completely. Did you move the text channels from above the voice channels to below?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Purely for the recording, because if I open and close stuff, it shoves the voice participants out of view, and I can't hit the text channels.
Okay.
So I just
I was
moved
just curious,
I
more
moved
so my
them
memory.
up top for the sake of not having it get cut out of the recording all the time.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So what did we all roll?
I rolled a 15.
15.
I might as well stepped on a fucking branch. An 8.
This Yeth Hound is maybe 10 feet from you guys, and it's got its face down, sort of sniffing the ground where you guys were once standing. And as it does that, its head sort of swivels towards where you all have taken refuge in the bush. But it swivels in such a way that is horrifically non-natural. Where a neck would normally turn sideways, it instead rotates its entire skull towards you.
Oh, like an owl?
And it's sort of. So where it would be looking like, you know, head down, instead of turning its head sideways to look at you, it picks its head up so it's looking vertically and twists its entire neck.
I'm no vomit.
You are able to see directly in front of you 2 glowing red eyes, and they are looking directly at Balasar. Roll me initiative.
I think it's us. I think it's us.
Fuck.
17.
19.
18.
Wow, look at us go. We
Where
were
these
horrible
rolls
before.
ready to go?
15.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, where was those
Where were these rolls like a
go?
minute ago? We almost
Yeah.
avoided contact. Are these things... Well, I was gonna ask if they were blind, but I guess not.
They are not.
I was gonna throw a rock and try and trick them.
Whoops. And he rolled that. Okay. Is there a way to paste formatting?
There's definitely more than one of these things.
Maybe.
There better not.
I don't like
They're-
maybe.
There better fucking not.
Maybe.
Well, hold on. We don't even know how bad it is. let's try killing this one first.
As
and
it
then we can
turns,
start complaining.
as it turns its head to all of you, it lets out this. All you roll a wisdom save.
Oh.
Shit. 12.
That's not good.
14 plus minus. You said wisdom?
Yep.
Okay, 14.
8.
8, 12.
3.
Oh.
And a 3. Hey, good news. The 3 of you that rolled under a 13 are now frightened.
Fuck.
As a result, your turn will be spent running.
Fuck.
Allow me.
Is that everyone but me?
Yep.
Stuff.
Oh no!
So I will, just for a mechanics explanation, because I know you guys haven't dealt with the status ailment yet. When a frightened target that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hound must use all of its movement that turn, not a dash action, but all of your movement, trying to get as far from the hound as possible. You must finish the move before you take an action and use the most direct route, even if hazards lie in the way.
Great.
Anybody
Need to get
who...
north.
Good news, Rayan, you're immune now to any of these noises that it can make.
Oh, thank God.
What a bunch of shit. I was one under.
That was only one. I was saved by 1 point. Jesus.
I was fucked by 1 point.
Alright, everybody. Felix, it's your turn to start.
I'm running west. Wait, can I run in diagonal?
Yes.
Oh, fuck that. I'm running southwest.
That is not a direct straight line away from the enemy.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm running west.
You will
Going
be
this way.
going 5, 10, 15. I'm going to move you, just so that, because I know what stuff lies in the way.
Okay. Shout out to my advanced move speed now. Thanks for nothing.
What is it, 40?
Fuck, I think it's 40. It's like 10 more than normal.
40.
Yeah. It's 40.
Where do you see base move speed anyway, just so I can find
It just says move. It just says move speed
where?
on your character sheet.
Yeah, where?
It's walking speed.
Walking speed.
I know. I understand this. Where?
At the
It's
top
above your
of the
AC.
sheet, next to initiative, next to AC.
AC. Oh, okay, 40 feet. Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to reveal the area that you have now sort of inadvertently explored. So despite having a walking speed of 40 feet with things in the way, they're considered rough terrain, so you only moved about half of your movement.
Cool.
You are now more than 30 feet away, and you can take an action if you like.
Rosin. What do we do? What is it weak to?
She is completely, like, hands over mouth silent, and her eyes are just wide, and she's just, like, sweating cold.
Ah. I just pat my pocket. Just fucking. Shit, I don't know what to do. Can I wait to see if the bear charges?
What bear?
The bear. This bear. The face monster.
It's a Yef Hound.
Yef Hound. I'm not good with names.
I know.
The Yef Hound.
Here, I'll give it a nameplate.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Dang, can't spell.
There you go.
Can I, like, hold my action until either the F-Hound charges me or another monster charges me?
You can definitely hold your action, until you are attacked.
Yes.
Okay. You gotta be real specific on what you're holding it for.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Until I'm attacked.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Natfi, you running, boss?
I'm going north. Yeet!
Fucking Audi.
It's Audi 500.
No, there's a path leading up.
Oh, okay.
So you run north, and as you run in your sort of darkened state, you're able to see that, like, where you were currently residing is for sort of a sunken down area, and there are not cliff faces, but like there's a definite edge to the area. And you manage to find sort of a slope and sort of scramble your way partway up it. Rayan, your turn. Oh wait,
Alright.
I'm sorry, Nafi. You can take an action if you want. I believe you are more than 30 feet away.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You can attack.
Ice Knife can go 120 feet, so let's launch it. Level 2.
Okay.
$21.
That will hit.
Damn. It's like, sorry, I'm so sorry.
9.
9 damage. Okay. Is Ice Knife the one that explodes?
Yeah.
Did it already?
Uh,
Hang on. I gotta read it real quick. Oh, right. I have to roll a dex save. That's what it was. You gotta tell me you got saving throws.
oh. Yep, sorry.
Because I don't have every spell memorized.
The
Why
nameplate
not?
that you put on the monster is not showing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see his name.
How do I... The hell? Why not?
I don't know.
I forget why. Huh. That's weird. Oh, C. There we go. It's because it's under a very specific option. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Yes.
Fucking stupid. If you put a nameplate on a thing, everybody should be able to see that nameplate unless you specify otherwise. It should not be the other way around. I'm gonna switch to Foundry one of these days. Because they have automated lighting. Ow. And I paid for it. Okay. So, what's the save on that? 13?
13.
And you rolled your... That 9 was off of the D10?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you fling this ice straight at the Yeth Hound, and while the shard does hit it, it sort of hits and bounces off, and as it clatters to the ground, it and the Yeth Hound takes a quick hop this way, out of the way of the radius of the explosion. Balasar, nope, Rayan.
Alright, well now knowing that we are going to attack him, I am charging into his ass.
Whoa.
With my axe. Well, I guess not his ass, because he's facing us.
Yeah, punch him.
That was 10 feet, right? I was right here. I could actually charge. Or no. I was right there, behind Balthazar. Maybe not.
Where the hell?
Hello, turn order.
Hey, remember when fucking measuring was a thing that existed in Roll20? That gave me the option to, like, measure distances, and it doesn't let me do that.
Oh, I have it. It's the fourth option. It's 11.2 feet.
Oh, is it this one? Ah, so it is. Okay, cool.
So I guess that does. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to attack with my axe. The +5 is for the attack damage. Okay, I was just making sure I understood this. 15. 20.
That'll hit.
And cool. 2 plus 5 plus 10. 10 damage.
Okay. As you swing your axe down, and it hits and makes contact with the Yethhound, and you can feel as your axe makes contact, this Yethhound's flesh sort of envelops and absorbs the blow, and then your axe just sort of poof, pops back.
This is not good, guys.
I think they know that. They have a theory.
I have a theory, and I don't
Oh
like
shit.
it.
I have 0 theory. I have
Has
intelligence.
this thing taken literally any
It's
damage?
invulnerable to magic and to your axe.
Time to leave.
Roll me a perception check if you like, Ryan. But in the meantime, what's your AC?
14, I believe it is. Yeah, 14.
Cool.
My perception. Then was 13.
It has taken some level of damage.
Done alright.
As your axe sort of releases from its impact, the Yethhound cranes its neck around to look at you and unhinges its jaw and onto the arm that is currently holding the axe. And you are going to take 9 damage.
Oh, we gotta go.
Tired of
Balasar.
this shit that can fight.
Balasar, it is your turn.
I guess I'm moving west.
West, you say. What's your move speed? 30? Standard?
30. Yep.
Alright, so let me... Now that I have measuring tool. Okay.
How are you using the measuring tool?
It's the... So you have the arrow, the box. You might not have the box. The paintbrush, the magnifying glass, and then the, like, circle with a fucking thermometer stuffed in it.
It looks like a power symbol
Sure, that one.
for like an Xbox or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one.
Oh, I see.
So you can now measure distances and stuff. Ta-da. Balasar, you didn't get too far, but
Nope.
you did sort of press your way through the tree and, like, shove your way out of this bush into what is now seems to be sort of an open space. You can take an action if you like.
Am I able to make another wisdom saving throw to get rid of the fear?
Yeah. No.
No, not right now.
It is... It'll be at the beginning of its next turn.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, I had to reread the thing.
I couldn't remember exactly how.
Yeah. It had a surprise round on you guys for for that initial fear, but this is gonna hold until its next turn. The only thing you can't do as far as your action is concerned is you cannot move towards it.
Is this... These are trees or bushes?
Little column A, little column B. They're like a Douglas fir where it's got branches the whole way down, and they're just sort of like dense trees.
Oh Lord.
It's like pushing through a really tall juniper bush.
I'm just gonna hold my action for if I get attacked.
You got it.
Anything I want to do is visual, and I can't see the fucker anyway.
That is true. Oh shit. Hang on. I lost it. There it is. Okay. It is now Felix, your move.
Can I try to get through to Rosalind again?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. This is no time to panic. I need your help. I'll
Nope.
protect you. You just gotta help me out.
No luck.
Motherfucker.
Her turn hasn't even really happened.
Oof. Do I see Balasar?
Vaguely through the bush, you're facing away from him,
Oh, okay.
so you can hear him clamoring through the underbrush, but you can't see him unless you want to turn around and take a look.
I'll turn and try and find him, and if I do see him, I'll go over to him.
Okay. Yeah, you can't go that way though.
You're still feared.
Oh fuck!
You can't move towards it.
You can try to cleanse it.
Yeah, can I try to cleanse it? But I thought I couldn't until its next turn.
Nope, it finished that round, so you should be able to now.
Oh, okay. I'll try and cleanse it then.
So wisdom save.
Wisdom. I have to roll a 13. You said?
13 or higher.
I rolled a 3.
You are still scared.
I'm so scared. Do I have to run again?
Only if you start your turn within 30 feet of it.
Oh, okay. Can I approach up to the threshold of 30 feet? And try and wave Balasar over?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
This reminds me, I need to change your guys' tokens so that they have a facing direction on it.
How come I can't?
Note to self.
Oh yeah, you can
I got it,
rotate
I got
them.
it, I got it, I got it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is I want to give you guys like a, you are facing this way, and then when you can rotate it to be like, I'm going this way. And then you'll have an idea of where you guys are facing. Alright. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm trying to wave the Balasar to just kind of motion him over.
Balasar, you're facing him.
Yeah.
So you can definitely react to that if you like.
So,
That said, it is now Natfi's turn.
So, do I try to cleanse?
Roll me a wisdom save.
Still scared shitless.
Hey.
I rolled a 4.
Wow, what a group.
So you can't move towards it, but you can move laterally and stay at least 30 feet away. Or you can cast a spell, make an attack, and do standard actions.
So I want to. I can see this bush, right? Can I just move into this bush?
Sure. Where do you want to go? Just ping it for me.
There.
Okay. You're gonna go... Do you want to be on like the edge of the bush or like in the center of it?
Like, kind of in the center,
Alright, I'm gonna put you right there.
and I want to cast Mage Armor.
I found it.
You wanna cast Mage Armor? Dope.
Yeah.
Smart move. Welcome to Mage Armor Town. That puts your AC to what?
13.
13. Not 123. Okay.
Although, if you want to give me 123
How
AC,
I mistyped and it was like 123. I was like, that's not. No.
How do you do the measuring thing again?
If you click the power button looking icon under the magnifying glass on the left hand side of the screen, you'll have snap to center, snap to corner, and no snapping. I would hit no snapping and then just click the center of your icon and drag.
Okay.
There you go. A tool I forgot existed.
I figured out how to get out of that now too.
Yes, you do have to click on the select in order to change tools. Otherwise you're on measure forever, which I hate. Rayan, your turn.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm here fighting this thing alone. I'll just...
Hey, roll me a strength check, by the way.
Oh! Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Straight strength?
Yep.
Okay, a 7.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Can I attack?
Yeah. You can
Okay,
certainly
alright.
try.
Oh, my arm's stuck. Yeah, I'm gonna try attack.
You're bitten.
Yeah, where did he bite me again?
On your arm that is holding the axe nearest him.
Fuck. Okay, whatever. We're gonna try. What do I have to roll to get my arm out?
You already rolled that.
Oh. Can I attack with my axe?
Sure.
Okay. Never mind, I can't. Rolled a 1. Plus
Oh.
5, 6.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Alright, cool.
So you do manage to wrench your arm out of the jaw of the Yethhound. It's sort of distracted a little bit by things moving away from it, and it's a little curious. So you pull your arm out, and you do go to make a swing, but you do miss. Something about the weight of the axe on this now wounded arm is a little bit more unwieldy than you thought.
Alright, I'm switching the axe to my other arm.
Alright,
Clearly, it's my arm.
clearly.
And I am... That is all I can do, so yeah, I'm just ready for his next attack, I guess.
Cool. Alright, it is now Yethhound's turn. Hooray. It is going to... Okay. This is gonna be weird. Ray, and as you go to swing at it, you watch as it sort of lifts off the ground slightly and is now hovering in front of you, maybe a few inches off the ground. And rather than walk anywhere, it makes this very unsettling maneuver as it slides past you and just keeps its eyes locked to you.
What the fuck?
Swings past you and comes over, and it reaches Balasar, who is currently facing it.
Do I?
Stuffed.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Attack of opportunity, though. Oh, shit, no!
What?
Okay. pressed F4 by accident.
You sure did.
I'm coming back.
You certainly did.
Anyways, look. 12 plus 5. Nope. 17 to hit.
17.
Okay, I'm back and roll.
Alright, welcome back. Yeah, that'll hit. Roll me some damage.
3 is a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Once again, as it slides past you, just sort of almost ghostly in its movement, you swing the axe, and it does connect with its hindquarters, but it sort of, again, swings in and catches it on the body, and then sort of bounces out.
I yell to the team, yo, there's something seriously wrong with this thing.
Hey, Balasar, what's your AC?
It is 13.
13. The Yethhound makes it to you and has its head facing Rayan. As it reaches you, its head snaps towards you and it opens its jaw and bites into your shoulder. You are going to take
Dude, your shoulder can't catch a break, bro.
10 damage. Additionally,
This is bullshit.
you are also going to, as this bite makes contact with you, you feel a surge of panic take over your body for a brief moment, and you just feel this splitting pain in your head, and you're going to take another 13.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Psychological.
Roll me a wisdom save, every single person that is frightened.
Fuck me. 11.
Well, that one just yeeted itself. Hey, that's an 18.
A 9.
Alright.
We're on the struggle bus here.
No, you're good. You have all succeeded this saving throw. You are no longer frightened.
Yeah.
That said, Balasar, it is your turn.
Hmm. This thing's still clamped onto me, isn't it?
You can roll me a strength check real quick.
Seven. I'm gonna throw all these dice in the trash.
7. That is successful.
Oh,
Oh,
hot dog.
You are not grappled.
alright.
I guess he's not very strong. Just creepy.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Let me go through here. I'm going to... no, that's not a good idea. I will use my attack to use my long sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then my bonus attack for the other sword.
Okay. Roll me a pair of attacks.
18 plus 5 for the first one.
That'll hit.
A 6 for the second.
That one'll miss.
Okay. 1d8. Whoop. 7 plus 3, 10.
Okay. Very similar to Rayan's maneuver. You swing the sword, and as it does sort of catch purchase on the haunches of this thing, rather than feeling like it broke skin and making like a pretty decisive hit, which you were pretty sure you had good contact, it sort of almost slides off of its hide. You do see a little bit of blood glistening sort of on the blade, so you definitely made some kind of damage, but it's less than you expected. Felix, your move.
Okay.
I'm beginning to think this thing is resistant to physical damage.
I'm going to run. So is this thing like semi-floating?
It is hovering.
Okay, good. I'm going to run to Balasar, literally try and use him as like a step, and then come down on the thing and punch it in the fucking head, because I'm really annoyed right now.
Okay. Go for it.
And I've been watching some anime.
Good, good. Theatrics.
19 plus 2, 21.
Alright,
Oh,
cool. That will hit. It's gonna end you up. Pick a 5-foot space near the Yethhound that is not south or east of it.
South or east. Okay, I'm gonna be right. Can I be? Oh, fuck me. Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. Can I be here?
Yep.
Okay, I can't see.
Oh shit, hang on. I gotta... There you go. I had to give you some visibility. Alright, so that
I go
hits.
over Balasar's shoulder. I'm just like, excuse me.
Better
Radical.
have been the other one.
Yeah, it's the other shoulder. I promise.
So your attack will hit. Roll me some damage.
Some Demahes. There it is. Oh wait, am I rolling the oh, I hit the hit DC. I rolled an 8.
Wait, what? Yeah, you rolled the hit DC. That was a 21.
Oh.
And now you're
Oh.
rolling damage. Or was that your acrobatics?
No, I didn't roll the acrobatics.
Okay.
Should I
Yeah,
roll the
you-
acrobatics?
No, you rolled your hit.
Oh, okay.
If you want to roll acrobatics to make it an extra flourish and land somewhere really implausible, you can.
Okay. How does a 19 sound?
On acrobatics?
Yeah.
Good. You can pick one space anywhere around the Yethhound within 5 feet of it.
I'll do actually. Okay, so I'm gonna. So can I jump over here and as my bonus action punch it again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll.
Yeah, you're
literally,
you're still in your
use-
movement.
Okay, I'll use Balasar as like a stepping stool, come down it, kick it,
Wonderful.
kind of flip myself to the other side, and then burn around my foot and kick it again as my bonus action.
Okay. What was your damage on your first hit?
That would be 8.
8.
6 plus 2. I thought we were doing 1 plus 6 because of the claws. Or are we using 1 plus 4?
That was shifted. Your shifted damage is 1d6.
Oh, okay. 3. On
Right?
the first one.
Hang on. Hang on, I gotta find your... Yeah, it's your shifted attack. That's the d6.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing the 1d6 for claws, that's why I got confused.
No, that would be if you had a weapon, or I think when you hit level 6 or something, you go up a die, and we're doing it for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I roll
Okay,
the second one?
so you rolled a what?
I rolled the 3.
3. Yep, roll your second hit.
6 altogether.
To hit.
So 6 to hit. Oh
That-
no, I just closed my D&D.
Jesus Christ. Y'all need to stop closing shit.
No, I did it by accident.
I know.
rolled an 11. Good thing I have it tabbed.
An 11 will miss.
Okay.
So as you come over it and punch it, you hit it sort of between the shoulder blades. And much like the others, recognize that as you hit it, you don't seem to have as much of an impact as you thought. And then as you land and go for this sort of whirling kick, you sort of off balance a little bit and whiff it. Naffy, your turn. Naffy is muted. Okay, we're good.
Let's step over here, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
You will be rolling that attack with disadvantage. You are shooting through a bush.
Well, chances are it's going to be an 8.
Cool.
Just kidding, it's a 7.
Cool. All right. So as you come out of the bush, you sort of have lost a little bit of track of where it is, but you do see through this small break where you can see Balasar a little bit. You do see Felix sort of sprinting that way, passing by Balasar and moving upwards. So your assumption is it's probably somewhere in the range of like around this bush, and you just sort of send out this ray of frost sort of wildly into the bush in the hope that it hits. You don't hear any response of any kind, so it doesn't sound like anything actually came of it. That will put us to Rayan's turn.
Okay. Is this a tree?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll go over here. Fuck. I'll go here. I'm gonna rage. And I'm gonna attack.
That's the sound of rage. It's throwing pans.
Yeah, I throw pans now.
The mental pan has been thrown.
I'm gonna do math. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 2 is 13. 13.
13.
I smack him in the ass with my. Well, if his ass is facing this way, I'm smacking it with my axe.
You are facing its hindquarters.
Right on the butt cheek.
A natural break of skin.
Let's see, you started over here. Okay. Cool. So once again, your axe makes contact with this beast, and it once more it hits, and sort of there's like a resistance to it when it makes contact. And even though it does break skin, and you can see on the blade there is some, there is some blood. There's definitely damage being taken. Your weapon sort of pops back into your hand.
What is this thing made out of? Fat or something?
Rosalind,
Yeah.
I like pat my pocket to try and get Rosalind to like fucking anything, please.
Rosalind is
Linfo.
Rosalind is a non-combatant, but she might get a turn sometime soon.
Oh, I don't want her to fight. I just want some fucking information.
Hey, Felix.
Hi.
What's your AC?
I think it's 12. 1 second.
It sure
I'm
is.
correct. It is 12.
Cool, cool.
I really wish it would go up.
Cool. The Yethhound that was currently working on Balasar swings its neck back so far that it actually reaches its hindquarters, and as it does, it onto your leg as you're going to kick it. You are going to take 11 damage.
Oh my.
Or no,
goodness,
I'm sorry. I can't do math. You're gonna take... No, 11.
Fuck.
Never mind. I can do math.
Do I get to see its face just kind of like...
Unfortunately, no. It is through a bush. It only stands about 5 feet tall on its own.
Oh, it's not too big. Ew, Taco, did you pee on me?
It's very long, hence why it is considered large. It's a long dog.
It's a wiener dog with a human face.
Almost.
I don't like this at all.
I was considering it closer to a... Think direwolf with like a retractable giraffe's neck and a man's head.
Like
It kind of reminds me of
Think-
like Renaissance. Oh,
Renaissance
I was-
cats?
yeah.
Yeah. I thought the same thing when I saw the image. I was like, that's a Renaissance cat that no one knew how to paint. That said, it will now be... Ooh. Everybody except Rayan, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
19.
9.
Two.
We're in it.
Oh, no.
We're in it for- Hold my hand, Balasar. This is gonna get rough.
Alright, Natfi, you are now immune to all of its calls.
This is such bullshit.
It is bullshit.
You gotta make the save.
Let me just tell the dice to roll.
I mean, random numbers.
I don't even have minus. It's +0. This is just fucking stupid.
To your save? Really? I thought your
Yeah,
save was
My
+1.
wisdom save is +0.
Oh, that sucks. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, it's Charisma's the one that you have a minus on. I got it.
Yeah, charisma.
Yeah, Charisma's the bad one. Alright, cool.
Charisma's the fun one.
Balasar, it's your turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's -1 to int.
You got 30 feet of movement, buddy.
I'm going east.
Cool, cool.
However far I can go.
Wait, east? Oh, but like
Go east.
back in, yeah, back into the light.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can go here.
Okay.
Natfi, you watch as Balasar comes sort of tumbling out of the underbrush, and he looks awfully distressed.
Also pissed.
I mean, probably pissed underneath it, but your default state right now is panic. Just abject panic. Felix, your turn. Oh, actually, Balasar, do you want to take an action? Of any kind, if you can.
I'm gonna use my lay on hands to restore 20 HP.
There you go. Good shit.
I have to go my whole fuck. I'm going this far? Fuck me.
Right on. That was a good ass lay on hands. That's a smart move.
Just in case it decides to fucking come and bite me again.
Can I? Oh, let Bowser finish.
No, it's
Oh,
your
I'm
move.
done.
It's your move.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I even run?
What?
Doesn't it have my leg?
You can roll me a strength check.
Aha! Plus 4 is 16.
Cool. So despite it actually biting your leg, the momentum from your kick actually ripped your calf back out of its mouth. So while it did make contact, you sort of, with your momentum, pulled away from it. So yes, you can move.
Okay. I'm running away. Because I have to, not because I want to.
Into a bush.
Bush.
Boosh.
Boosh.
In
I
the
try to
bush.
move my character like
No, I got you. As long as you give me the measurement, I can move you. You ran in a straight line, so you now can see sort of that.
Okay.
Cool,
Oh
cool.
my god, I almost hit a wall.
Well, I think it's safe to say that we were only hearing one of these. Unless there's one just taking a nap somewhere.
Don't give any ideas.
Yeah, I'd rather not deal with two of them.
So let's see. That'll put us to Natfi.
I
I have an
am
idea.
going to.
I'm raging right now. I can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh, wait,
They're
can you
right
not take?
around here.
I can't be smart in a situation like this.
Cool, cool.
Can you take directions?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
I am going to try Ray of Frost one more time.
Beautiful.
Don't hit me.
Don't roll a 1 and hit me.
I saw that.
I'm sure you did.
Hmm.
Is this gonna be a with this? Well, whatever. I rolled a 6. I was gonna say is this with disadvantage, but I literally rolled a 1.
Wait, did you roll a 1 or a 6?
It's 1 plus 5.
Oh.
So 6.
Damn, you had a plus 5 and you managed to roll a 1.
Yeah,
You better not.
that's what I get for using DnD Beyond for that one.
Hey, roll that one more time.
Roll it one more time.
Yep.
I'm
I just realized you have spell sniper.
okay.
Spell sniper would have
I'm using my
ignored.
actual die.
Yeah, spell sniper would have ignored disadvantage on the last attack, so I'm gonna make it this one.
Okay. So that was a 19 plus 5, so 24.
That will hit. Ray of Frost, you say?
Ray of Frost.
Cool, cool.
Feel a cold breeze whisk by my face.
Good thing your nose is not an inch long.
Mm-hmm.
I am not Pinocchio. I am known by many names.
And that's gonna be a 3.
Name 1, Pinocchio.
What level are you casting it at?
Can I cast a cantrip?
Ice Knife?
No.
Or, I'm
Ray of
sorry,
Frost.
Ray of Frost. Yes, you can cast a Ray of Frost at higher levels.
Okay. We'll do that at level 2.
Hang on, I gotta reread this real quick just to make damn sure.
Okay, because...
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a cantrip that just increases in damage as you level up. My bad. Leveled spells you can cast at a higher level, but not. Okay, I thought you were casting Ice Knife. I don't know why.
Because that's my usual go-to. I get that.
Yeah. No, you're good. So you rolled a what for damage?
I rolled a 3.
3 damage. Cool. So this... So as you run forward, you catch a glimpse of the edge of the Yethhound, and you now know sort of where it is. And you're able to, with your offhand, sort of sling this white bolt out of your fingertips and just across the arena. And Balasar, as you're stumbling out of the bush, you just watch as this bright white light erupts in front of your eyes and slams into the side of the Yethhound. Rayan, at the same time you are pulling your axe away, you just watch as this chunk of the Yethhound's hindquarters opposed to you sort of covers in ice.
Oh. Nice.
That said, it is now Rayan's turn.
Well, I don't know any magic other than speak to animals, so we're gonna stick with the good old tacky tack.
Tacky, hacky, slashy.
24.
That'll hit.
Hit its frozen ass.
Hit its frozen buttock. Ooh, she's a beauty.
8.
8?
3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2. Yeah, 8. I attack his butt!
Sweet.
Right on the bum.
That frozen butt.
You once again lift your axe up to go and swing, and you with all of your strength, and it makes contact once again. And again, it still doesn't feel like it's making as much impact as it should, which is frustrating.
I'm extra mad.
But it does sort of slide off the hindquarter of the Yethhound. Speaking of the Yethhound...
It's now that bastard's turn, isn't it?
It sure is. Everybody that was frightened is now no longer. And Rayan, I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, it's fine. I did this to myself, if anything.
It's funny seeing the things turn upside down.
I know. I wish there was a way for them not to. But I needed to make it face you. It turns its head around the other side of its body and whips it around. And it comes back at you. And it clamps down on your sort of upper thigh. And you are going to take a big number.
Oh no, please.
Oh, no.
Not more than 28.
Hang on. Don't worry, it's not.
Oh, thank God.
But it is 22.
Oh, oh Jesus. Oh boy.
Hey, roll me a strength check as well.
Oh. No, I did it. I got a natural 1 plus 3, a 4.
You are now grappled.
That's
Oh.
a big
My
treat.
dudes, I'm not feeling so good.
It's not my fault I'm forced to run.
Not anymore. You're not scared anymore.
yeah.
Speaking of, it is now Balasar's turn.
Please help.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to cast Searing Smite. And move in here and make an attack with my longsword.
Okie doke.
$19 plus 5.
That will hit.
Ho, ho, ho. What's that Searing Smite? 1d6.
Yep. So you're gonna roll normal attack damage plus the d6 separated. So longsword first.
3 plus 3, 6.
Okay. And then give me that d6 fire damage.
A 3.
Cool.
For the spell, it also must make a Constitution saving throw.
It will need to do it on the start of its turn.
Okay.
Because it's going to automatically take the damage initially, and then every turn after that, it's going to have to make the save to try and basically put itself out.
Okay.
Oh no, my music. Let's use this. Some jazzy shit. Fuck yeah. Alright, anyway. Cool. So Balasar, you come running up, and as you do, you imbue your sword with... one sec. I'm dying. Alright. I'm good. I'm good. So as you come running up, you grip your sword tightly in your hand, and you can feel your amulet, which I believe you had an amulet, yes?
Yep.
Yes. You can feel the amulet flare with intensity against your chest, and you feel that energy course through down your arm into your blade, and the blade ignites in fire. And as you do, that happens, you swing upwards at the Yeth Hound. And as you make contact, even though the sword doesn't make as much impact as it normally would, the fire seems to have broken through whatever barrier or what have you, and your sword comes through cleanly. As that happens, from the source of the wound, flame bursts out from the edges of the slash, igniting the entirety of the Yeth Hound and illuminating this entire now battlefield.
I think this will draw attention.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
But if there's more than one, I feel like you're gonna care a lot.
Oh well.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah, there's a one boy fucking floating all over the
In my
place.
defense, earlier I was said there was footsteps from north and west, so I assumed there were two.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the other one's sleeping somewhere.
Never mind.
The other one's
We don't have to
drunk.
worry about it though.
Yeah. You're fighting this one right now.
Fair.
Balasar, good news. This Yeth Hound now is bloodied.
Yes.
Thank God.
Let me get a status ailment for bloodied. That is gonna be that one. The eyeball. Cool. Awesome. It is now Felix, your move.
I'm gonna call out to those two and say if it opens its fucking mouth, shove it in there and tear from the inside. I'm pulling some BSD Lovecraft magic, or not magic, methodology. Because Lovecraft you can't hurt from the outside, but you can't kill him from the inside. I don't know if it'll work, it's just a variation.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. I guess I can go this way, yeah, right?
Yeah, you're not scared. You can go towards it.
Okay, I'm going this way. So what is it, positional-wise?
It's facing Rayan.
Right. No, I mean, like, how's its body turned right now? If I'm running up to where I am right now.
You were
Like
in
in
front.
terms of weird-
You're in front of it.
Okay, can I go a little to the side? Whichever side its neck is doing that weird old fucking slinky thing from?
It's not really.
It's not?
Not this time.
Can I just
It
punch
swung
in
its
the
whole
neck?
body. Yeah, go for it.
I wanted to choke in its own fucking breath. Hit DC 9.
9 to hit will miss.
Fuck me. If I miss the first one, can I still do my bonus action and do it again?
Yeah. No, I actually don't think you can.
Motherfucker.
Let me check. No, you can. It doesn't specify.
16.
That will hit. Roll me another one, because remember, flurry is 2 attacks.
I didn't flurry.
You would have had to.
No, I thought
Oh,
what
I
did
see,
was,
I see.
like-
Martial arts. I'm reading the
I
wrong
was-
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 4.
4 damage. Cool. So as you run up, you watch as Balasar makes this contact, and as the Yethhound bursts into flame, your first punch sort of stops short as of like a sort of a reaction of like, oh Jesus. And then you steel yourself and go in for another one. Roll me a quick Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's on fire, it's warranted. 10.
Okay. So while you do make contact with it this time into the fire, the cloth on your outfit is starting to sort of singe a little bit, and you do pull back. Your sleeve is going to be on fire for a second.
Can I shake it out or no?
Not right now.
Okay.
Natfi.
Do I see where the wound is that Balazar cut through?
Yes. Gesundheit.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Roll for wild magic.
Yep. Don't worry, I already rolled for you. Second. You're teleporting up to 60 feet to a negative space.
There you go.
There you go.
Congratulations. You, as a player, now have teleported 60 feet away from your computer.
Every time you sneeze, I'm doing that, by the way. I literally bookmarked the fucking...
I love that table. Some of the homebrew shit for it's really fun, too. What you got?
I'm gonna cautious. Wait, hold on, let me work it. I'm gonna cautious level 2 ice knife.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rain will be avoiding this hit.
With cautious, they will automatically save.
Okay. Well, it's more so that I don't need her to. Wait, no. She would take half damage. Rain would take half damage from the hit, right?
Nope.
Oh, God, please.
Nope. Must make a dexterity save or take the damage.
Ah!
This would be a case of, for example, think of it this way. When a grenade explodes, and you happen to get lucky and duck underneath the shrapnel.
Okay.
That's how you should look at this one.
So, cautious level 2 ice knife. It's gonna be a 10.
A 10 to hit? Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, it missed, but it did explode. What is it? A dex save?
It is a Dex 13.
Dex 13.
Am I rolling?
No, he used cautious.
You're safe.
Alright, cool. So, Natfi, you unleash this blade of ice, and despite your best efforts, your aim goes a little bit wild, especially because you're a little taken aback by this very sudden burst of fire out of the air. And it does hit the trunk of the tree next to Balasar. Upon impact, it explodes, and shards of ice fly sort of in every direction. Balasar, Felix, and Rayan, you all sort of watch as this happens. And as it does, all of the shards sort of pass you guys. And the Yethhound, on the other hand, has them all embed into its body. Roll me your damage for that. That's what, 3d8?
That is.
Roll me, or no, sorry, 3d6.
What
3d6,
kind of fucking
3d6.
terrorist damage is that?
Okay.
Through it with words.
Yeah, it's fine. Words are dumb. Cool. Rayan, it is your turn now.
Alright, here we go. Alright, well, I missed.
What'd you roll?
4 plus 5, 9.
That will miss.
Yeah.
That indeed will miss.
And I'll just hang out.
In the sort of flurry of ice and fire sort of accosting you, this combination of heat and then these shards of ice sort of flying by you, you sort of close your eyes as you go in for the swing to sort of protect yourself without knowing that these are intentionally going to miss you, and instead your axe sort of swings just short and into the ground. Yethhound, it's your turn, motherfucker.
Yethhound is angry.
Me.
What is it, a con save? Con 11?
Constitution 11.
Which is... Beautiful. Okay. So the Yethhound sort of, after being lit on fire, it sort of flexes its muscles and puts the fire out. And this fire now fades from its body. And it turns to Balasar, and it's
He's
very
angry.
unhappy with what you have done.
He's very angry.
Your AC is 14? 13. No,
13.
13, yeah. That's gonna hit. And it's gonna hit good. It is going to do 15 damage.
Can I sentinel attack?
Can you what?
Sentinel attack?
Remind me what that does?
If someone, Christ, when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
You have read that correctly.
Yeah, it's not because I totally looked it up because I'm bad with words. 13.
That's gonna miss, actually.
I try.
Is that a melee attack?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm still raging.
bro, I tried.
Okay, what does that mean for you?
Everyone within 5 feet of me while I'm raging has advantage.
That's right, because of your totem. So roll that attack again. Take the higher of the two.
Roll again?
Yep.
Yeah.
And take the higher
that
of the
would-
two.
Okay.
Duel, there you go.
This might be a little more. 19 plus 4 is 23.
Yeah, that one will hit.
Okay. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, I haven't said anything because we guys been hitting, so.
I've rolled a
You
4.
should bring it up because if advantage can crit.
Oh, right. All right,
Oh,
I'll-
don't forget that. Advantage can crit. And I forgot you even had that feature, so.
I rolled a 4.
4 damage?
4 damage.
Okay.
And his big stupid teeth.
We are back to Balasar, I believe. Yes.
Okay. If I use breath weapon, will it hit Helix or Raiden? It's a
No,
15-foot cone.
No, depending on where you aim it.
I'm gonna aim it to where it doesn't hit them.
As an example, if you aim it straight this way,
Mm-hmm.
your attack will go kind of like this.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use the breath weapon.
Cool, cool.
It's just a Dex 12.
Dex 12. Dex 12 and half damage, or Dex 12 and no damage? I think it's half.
Half damage on success.
Alright. Alright, cool. Roll your damage.
Five.
5 damage. Okay. Whoops. I can't type. Alright. And that said, it is now Felix's turn.
Okay. How practical would it be for me to punch this thing in the fucking eye?
You can certainly try.
I will do that to try and blind its big stupid head so it stops chomping on people. I have rolled a fucking 1.
You have
You rolled
advantage.
Plus 4, 5.
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. I have rolled a 15 plus 4, 19.
That one's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep, like, Rayan, I totally forgot you had the battle aura thing. Otherwise, I would have had them do this the whole time.
I also forgot until someone missed, and I'm like, hold on a second.
Like, wait a minute.
I ran up here with a full attack, like, alright, well, if someone gets hit, I'm totally gonna Sentinel and actually make use of this fucking thing.
There you go. That's the plan. You gotta do it.
I got 4 plus 2, 6.
How do you want to do this?
I want to punch him in the eye to try and blind him.
Rip his eye out.
He
Oh,
won't
you know what? That's a
die.
good idea. I'll rip.
I
I'll rip
was gonna
his
say,
eye out.
I mean that in such a way that it's dying on this attack.
It's
Rip his
dead.
eye out and then shove it in his mouth.
Give me some fucking... give me some flair, bro.
I don't think Felix is that violent.
Alright, well, I'm saving that
Channel-
for next time.
Felix
Channel
is
your
gonna.
inner beast.
Okay, Felix is gonna grab it by its ear. Does it have an ear?
Yeah, it's got ears.
Okay, we're gonna grab it by the ear and like yank it down onto my knee so it's like jaw-ish thing hits my knee, and then just bring my hands down and just fucking clonk it right on the top of the head.
You do that.
I do that.
You do that indeed, and you do it well.
Yeehaw.
Cave its fucking skull.
That's the idea.
Sick moves, bro.
Congratulations. You've killed the Yeth
Yay.
Hound. Despite it being large and very scary. Nice work.
I feel like we had an easier time with this than the bear, though.
This is true. I also feel like we had an easier time. I still somehow managed to lose half my fucking HP.
Well, to be fair,
I
the
did
bear was 3 targets, so it had more action economy than this did. You gotta bear that in mind. Ba-ba-ps.
Boom.
Kinda moving. Now that
I don't have a rim shot. Hang on, I need a rim shot. There's gotta be a rim shot in here. That's close.
we'll do that.
Come on, get
That
your shit
works.
together.
Alrighty, awesome. Congratulations on killing a Yeth Hound. You did
Oh, hell yeah. I need to lay down. That was rough.
it. So as you all sort of take stock of what just happened and sort of collect yourselves, we will move back into RP mode.
Okay. I want to use this potion of healing.
Go for it.
Seven
I'm
plus
gonna-
2, 9.
Beautiful.
Gonna pat my
Those
pocket.
die can go back in there.
Oh no.
And goodbye.
To the
Where's this
dumpster.
potion?
To the dumpster.
Remove. I will come over here
Beautiful.
and also use Cure Wounds on Raiden.
Oh, thank you. Stand up.
Oh, you'll recover too. That's bullshit.
Two.
That's bullshit.
Did you for real roll a 1 on that?
I fucking rolled a 1 on that.
Oh no.
I'm gonna pat my pocket and try and coax Roswell out.
She sort
Maybe
of.
Rosalind can heal you more.
God, I hope so. It's a thought that matters.
I'm
So,
fucking
to be
trying.
honest.
She sort of pokes her head out from your tunic and sort of looks
I know
around.
it's like impossible, but I'm trying and turn away from the bear so I don't have to look at it.
What bear?
The F
Or
hound.
whatever, the fucking Yefhound, whatever.
I'm gonna do that every time you call something a bear.
Sorry.
It's okay. And she's a little bit skittish still, but she sort of pops her head up. Is it gone?
You
It
could
is
say that.
dead.
That's better.
Okay, yeah.
Huh.
That's definitely better.
Definitely did.
Apologies. They they've been more aggressive of late.
Any idea why?
No, but I can only imagine. Likely has something to do with what's going on with Sylvanas. He used to keep all of these creatures in check on his own, but... well, you'll see.
Well, how about this? How about we get moving in case some more of these assholes are around?
Strongly agree.
You would be able to happen to be able to heal, would you?
I can. I will on our way. Let's see. And she sort of mutters a few words of Sylvan. And then Rayan, you don't know what was said, but the words sort of bring you like an inner comfort. And you are going to heal 7 HP.
We're on
Can I
my
know what
way
she
up.
said?
You can roll me a... hang on. Stats. You can roll me a... You can roll me a... Oh, you do? No. Yes. It was
Yes.
that you understand it, but can't speak it well.
Right.
Right. Yes, you do. Now I need to think of what you said. I forgot some people do know Sylvan.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. You catch what she said, and what she had said was, in the name of the forest and all things living, be healed. Yes.
Can I Arcana check to see? Because I'm assuming that since I've had this encounter,
Mm-hmm.
I should have an idea of what to look for. Can I Arcana check to see if I can find if another one is like
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Ha! Nat 20.
Hey, nice.
Where was that when I needed my damage?
Why can't I crit?
That's a 24.
All right, cool. So you do recognize now, having sort of been around this sort of malevolent aura, you do recognize that this creature it emanates an aura of evil. It's definitely native to the Fey plane in the sense that it is in fact a Fey beast. And you sort of take this into your sort of memory, so to speak. And you sort of close your eyes and focus around you, but you don't sense that there's another source like this. Although you do recognize there are other Fey creatures around. But it is difficult to pinpoint if, how many or what they are. But generally speaking, this should be the only one anywhere nearby.
Can I commit the smell to memory?
Sure.
Cool.
Yo, freaking.
Just put it in, like, your inventory or something that you've smelled it before, because I might forget. Just put...
If it's
Your
bright.
nose inventory.
Yeah, put, like, Yethhound scent. Weight 0. Or, you know what? Just do scent : Yethhound, and that way if you need to sort it, all your scents are together. It's like fucking Twilight Princess, where you can store a smell for a while.
How do I fucking... Oh, manage equipment?
Yep, manage equipment.
Custom.
Is there a way I can see why our attacks were just kind of bouncing off of it?
Natfi can probably tell you.
Naturally do the thing.
With this Arcana check, you do recognize that it's sort of, it's dissipated now, but it was sort of surrounded by, like, a,
Spell shield kind of thing.
sorta, kinda. It's definitely a resistance of some kind. It's difficult to tell if it's naturally occurring or if it was an enchantment.
Okay.
Can I try and take its fur?
What is it with you and the fur horde?
I don't know. I feel if it's resistant to something, maybe we can make armor out of it,
You can certainly try.
or a hat,
Or a boat.
or both. Gloves. What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll me a survival check.
Don't let me down like last time. 17?
So you are able to carve off a small chunk after a significant amount of time. And you were able to carve off with what tools you do have, which I believe is just your hand axe?
Yeah, I forgot I got rid of my other axe.
So you're able to carve off a little bit of it, and you've spent probably a good half an hour at this point, and you've got maybe like a fistful.
Alright, this is a waste of time. I'm keeping it though.
I suggest we move. And not dilly-dally with this.
Hey, this is
Okay.
important to myself.
Felix just starts inching towards the way they were going.
By this point, it's probably... Let me see here. What time was it when you guys left the
It's like early morning.
prime? That was like 10 a.m.-ish?
Yeah.
By this point, it's probably been another few hours, actually. And it is coming up on what feels like, as far as you're able to tell, evening.
Can I ask Roswell what time it is?
Yeah, why not?
Roswell, with all this darkness, can you tell what time it is?
No, not really.
Oh shit.
It's looked pretty much like this for the last few months.
Alright, well.
We pretty much just base it on how long we've been awake.
Feels like
Though,
almost night.
admittedly, we don't sleep near as much as anyone in the prime material.
Okay.
But
Sleep schedule's gonna be scuffed.
if I had to fathom a guess, we've been here for 7, maybe 6, 7 hours?
Jeez. Okay. We should probably keep going, get what we need to get, and then find a place to hunker down.
That would be wise. Thankfully, Sylvanas is not far.
Nice.
Should be maybe an hour's travel time.
Alright. Anything else anyone wants to do before we go get it?
Nope. We should get going.
Yeah, I'm good.
Unless another one of these shows up.
Let's hope not.
You suddenly hear a baying in the distance. No.
Mm,
Fuck!
run.
Play spies! Alright, let's go.
Sorry, I got a few,
To kiss my dog.
Is it back to pitch black darkness?
It is unfortunately still very, very dark, although Roswin does relight your lampstones,
Okay.
which if you guys want to, you can put those in your inventory, because those are items you will get to keep.
Cool.
Yeah.
They are called lampstones. I will actually make an item after this. Someone just write this down for me.
I got you.
They are called lampstones, and they have 1 charge of the spell Light, which will recharge after a long rest.
1 charge of the spell Light, which recharges after a long rest. Okay.
Beautiful.
What's the duration?
It is the same duration as the normal spell Light,
Oh, okay.
which is, I believe, an hour? Yep, it's an hour.
Okay. Got you.
Beautiful.
We're getting all sorts of garbage today.
Yeah, getting all kinds of cool shit. Ray, and if you want to put the chunk of Yethhound skin in your inventory, you can do that too.
I did.
Okay,
We
good.
can talk to the Carnos about it when we see him again.
I guess.
If we see him again.
Maybe.
A con artist? He wasn't a con artist.
Good old Wayland. He's a nice guy.
He's a dude.
I
Yeah,
don't think Felix likes him.
he's a cool dude. Anyway, so the path can sort of trails off, and as you make your way further to the west, Rossman actually stops you guys at a point where the path sort of seems to just continue onwards to the west, and motions. We're going to go north from here.
Towards the Burning Man?
No. In fact,
Away
I
from the Burning Man.
Oh,
would prefer to stay away from it as far as possible.
okay.
The Burning Man, as you sort of try and look up through the trees, you can see where it is emitting light, and it is still very far.
Cool.
And she leads you through this sort of tight thicket. And as pushes branches and stuff out of the way, you can see all the plant life sort of has a motion of its own. And it sort of curls back as Roswin touches it and leads you through the thicket. As you finally make your way out of this very thick underbrush and all of the branches sort of part ways for you, you are greeted by the trunk of a sort of lone willow tree. And there's a sort of open space surrounding it. And the willow tree itself sort of gives off this sort of ethereal light.
Is this where he lives?
Lives is an unfortunate set of circumstances, but for the time being, yes, this is where he resides.
How do we get in?
Just walk. Just walk and have no ill will, and you should be able to walk right past.
Okay.
I don't have a good map for this, so I'm going to use this one. You know what else I don't have?
Sylvanas?
Tokens, because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
But don't worry, I will make this work. I'm sure I have something that will work. I don't. I could use Shantaea's.
Yeah, and then just you can just have some later. Change it up.
Or I can use a doppelganger. Just put a Yethhound down.
Fear.
Just make this. And then I need a. Whoops. Need a this. Yep.
I'm gonna let Nat Fee do all the talking. Or like any of you. Y'all are better at talking than I am.
And there you go.
Who's my wiggle? Do the baby wiggle.
Alright. Choose your marching order. Get you guys set up.
I'm behind because I have the least amount of health.
I'm gonna follow behind Balasar because he's the tallest. And Felix is notoriously weirded out by
Hold on,
gods.
That's fair. Beautiful. Alright. So this map doesn't very well convey what I'm about to say, so use some imagination if you need. Ba-da-ba. Where am I looking? There we go. So as you enter this space, and you walk towards this willow tree, the tree trunk itself, is draped over with the willow's branches that sort of sway back and forth in a light breeze, obscuring the view past them. In front of them, stand two people. Directly in front of you as you enter, sort of at the bottom of this sort of stone pathway leading up to the tree itself, stands a male figure wearing sort of silver armor that is sort of ripped and disheveled and torn. Next to him on the floor sits a round shield, and at his side is a longsword with a gilded handle. He wears no helmet, and you can see his features. He is probably about 5'5", if you had to hazard a guess. And his features themselves are sort of stony and angular. He's got some sort of facial stubble. He's got a scar on his left cheek. And he's got sort of long hair that comes down about shoulder length that is just disheveled and sort of pushed into his face. And he just sort of stands and watches as you guys walk in. Further beyond stands a second person that you can't really make out. They stand sort of in front of this curtain of willow. They wear a more flowing robe rather than armor, though with the lighting in the room you can see there is something metallic on the robe itself, sort of glinting the light. And then further beyond, what you can see through the willow is just sort of an obscured trunk of a tree. Hold. Who are these people? And Roswin sort of shrinks back a little bit.
We seek audience with the great Sylvanas. If you would.
He's not taking visitors, especially not ones from wherever you're from. What business do you have?
We fear that what's happening here may have something to do with a crisis that we face in our world, in our plane.
The plains are filled with unrest of late. He sort of puts a hand up to his cheek. Sort of rubs the left side of his face. Things aren't as they should be. And why would I let you speak with Sylvanas? Even if your task is in line with ours, the business of the Feywild is not the concern of those of the material.
We fear that what's causing the unrest means to bring an end to all of the plane as we know it.
That's certainly a possibility.
I kind of tilt my head back to hear Felix.
Bring up his wife.
We've met with Shantea.
At this, his ear perks up a little bit. And you actually catch that beneath this hair, there is a sort of pointed ear that sticks up just slightly beyond the top of his head, and he sort of flicks it to one side.
Sus. I have a.
Shantae, you say? How is it that you spoke with her? We haven't seen her in quite some time. One would assume that Sylvanus's own ilk would have something to say to Sylvanus given his condition. Why is she not here?
We only met, but a town that she was patron deity over, fell under attack on our plane.
Attacks seem to be all too common of late.
Oh shit, my headset's dying.
Oh no.
Where's my fucking headset? Charger.
And so what did you do?
We were able to stave off the attack, and she guided us to meet with Sylvanus. As well as to meet at the other pillars.
So it is at her behest that you are here.
Yes, that is correct.
As you mentioned that, you can feel sort of... Everybody roll me a perception check real quick.
17.
19.
13.
9.
Okay. Natfi, you're the only one that really notices this. But you can feel as you're being spoken to, it feels like someone's sort of digging around in your mind almost for truth. And it's hard to say exactly why. But you do catch that that's happening. Everybody else doesn't notice this.
What?
We mean no harm.
I'd like to believe that, but those who used to bear us no true harm have changed their mind. What's to say you wouldn't do the same? You are much like him, after all.
Him? Who is he? If I might ask.
Roll me a persuasion check.
That's gonna be 3.
I have no reason to tell you.
Persuasion, that's a 6. Is it by any chance a mage by the name of Soraeus?
Follow me. A short audience would be best.
Aye.
Roswin is opting to actually stay behind. For a very similar reason as to Felix. With this armored sort of, I guess, sentinel is a good word. Picks up his shield, slings it over his shoulder, sort of straightens himself up. Come on. And he walks you guys up this path here.
Felix is just gonna vibe with Rosalind.
I'm gonna put Rayan up here. Unless Rayan wants to stay behind.
I'll come.
Okay. Well. As you all reach this sort of precipice of this stone pathway, you're now more able to see the person that was wearing these sort of more ornate robes. She's wearing a set of sort of bedraggled silvered robes. And over the shoulders sit a pair of silver pauldrons. In hand, she holds really nothing, but her hands are covered in rings and straps. And they look to be made of leather and silver. Her robe, while flowing and sort of grandiose, is at this point torn and sort of dirtied and disheveled. But there is a sort of around her abdomen, a sort of shawl that sort of holds it all together, and then down past that, it's just these very sort of heavy cloth that's been sort of torn. Why do you bring them up here, Bragg? They said that Shantae brought them, or at least sent for them. And I'm somewhat inclined to believe them, as this one, and he points back at Naffy, mentioned someone by name that I want Sylvanas to hear. You know he's not speaking to anyone. Hasn't been since it happened. I am aware, though I do believe that this may be cause for him to perhaps at least listen. Keep it short. And she steps back this way. Bragg parks himself over here, and he motions to you guys to stand across from Gesundheit, across from the curtain of willow.
So, like, right here?
Specifically, like, over here. I'm gonna move Rayan. Womp.
Sorry, Mora's barking at.
No, you're good.
Cat.
That's why I'm able to move everything. And I'm gonna actually put Nappy right there-ish. Just so you guys aren't falling off the cliff. Alright, whatever. As you are now able to sort of see a little bit more up close, these hanging willow fronds sort of have like a bioluminescent glow, which is the cause for all of the light in this room. Surrounding this room is nothing but tree trunks, and they sort of form like a dome up and over you. It is completely enclosed, and the only source of light is this sort of canopy of willow. And as you stand there, you can see the outline of something behind the curtain. Bragg walks behind the curtain and sort of starts whispering bits and pieces. He comes back out. He'll hear what you have to say. And as he says that, the willow curtain sort of spreads open, revealing not a seat, but more of a almost bench made out of this willow bark. that sort of comes up out of the earth on its own, and the roots and the branches sort of form this this wide bench upon which lays a gentleman who you believe must be Sylvanas based on this context here.
Many thanks.
Hmm. Please, approach.
Take a step forward and kind of kneel.
Sylvanas, who was originally laying on this bench, sort of parks himself upright, sort of elbow on his shoulder, and sort of leans over, and he looks up at you. You're not from here. What do you have to say?
Thank you for granting us audience. We came at the behest of Shantea. We believe that the planes are in grave danger, and whatever is causing the strife in the Feywilds may somehow be connected to an attack that happened on the town that Shantea was patron deity over.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I apologize for the thick-headedness of Bragg. He is nothing if not adamant about my current situation. He's breathing hard. Sylvanas, at a glance, is a broad-shouldered, muscular-framed man. He's dark-skinned, he's got white hair, and worthy of note, he has rabbit ears.
Bunny!
And at this point, his ears are actually folded back underneath his hair.
Oh,
So they sit sort of down onto his shoulders. He wears, very similarly to Bragg, he has silvered armor that he's wearing that is all but destroyed. You can tell that it's been embossed in places with gold as accent. And next to him on his throne sits a helmet with one stag's antler. So...
Stop.
You mean to help? I wish I could be of use to you. What do you need from me?
Well, what has happened here, if I may ask?
Much and more, none of it good. There was... As he goes to explain, he sort of falters a little bit, and Bragg sort of steps over and puts a hand on his shoulder. Please, allow me to give them this. As you've well gathered, the situation here in the Feywild is more than a bit unusual. Time here passes differently than in the prime material, phasing between faster and slower, in this case slower. But nightfall has never lasted many months. The Burning Man, who was once the protector and under my thrall, is no more, and my power is all but stripped. Unfortunately, I can't say that I'm surprised given the state of things. you've seen what it's like out there. Where are the rest of you? You must have had a guide.
They
There.
volunteered to give space.
Yeah.
No doubt didn't want to see me like this. I once an icon of power and nobility. Now this. Pitiful. That said, what is your goal here?
Our aim is
Mhm.
our aim is to protect the Feywilds and as well as the Prime Material and really all of the pillars. Which sounds grand said out loud, but
Aye. Most plans of such nature do sound such a way. Well, I assure you, at the very least our pillar remains unbroken. Damaged, but not broken.
it's good news to hear.
Damaged by who?
The Mad King Malabog. He was... Forgive me. My strength leaves me again.
Oh, you're fine.
Tannis steps forward. If you would permit him to rest, I can fill you in on some details.
Yes, of course.
Malabog, known as the Giant King, now the Mad King, is now occupied Sylvanas' old castle. Where we used to call home is now overrun with fae and aberrations, beasts, monsters. How he was able to overthrow Sylvanas, I'm not sure. He's challenged him numerous times in the past, and every time, Sylvanas, despite their difference in sheer physical strength, has bested him. Really, no contest. Sylvanas treated it more of a game than an earnest battle. You would do well not to speak ill of him. Yes, Bragg, I don't mean any insult. I know injury is more than enough. But Malabog was never truly a threat to the Feywild until recently. I can take it from here. The last time Malabog attacked the castle, he was different, changed. Some foul magics wreathed him in some otherworldly strength. I didn't notice until it was too late. Strength, speed, his drive even, were many times augmented, and I was overtaken. I admit I was probably arrogant for my past victories. If it weren't for the efforts of Breg and Tanis here, I fear I would not be standing before you with more than just a broken helm. My apologies once more. And he lays back down.
I kind of shoot a glance back at Balasar and Rain.
Please. Please permit him to rest. We shall speak of this. We shall speak of all of this later.
Yes.
I fear that more than just dredging up old memories, this has been more taxing than any of us realized for His Majesty.
No.
Tanis, if you would, show them to a place to rest. I'll take care of Master Sylvanas here. Of course.
We thank you for your time, Your Highness.
And he sort of very weakly lifts a hand and puts it back down next to him. As his hand comes down, the wreath sort of closes around him. Please, with me. And Tanis leads you guys off to the eastern side of the stairwell where the roots and tree trunks sort of give way to an opening and sort of lead into a small room. There's not much here. We've been using it as... Breg and I have been using it as quarters. But it's probably wise for you to do as well. I feel we could all use a rest after things that have happened.
Quite.
Felix, you watch as the group now leaves this this sort of audience that they were having, and you watch as the curtain closes and they start walking off to the east.
Okay.
Led by Tanis.
Rosalind, are you coming?
Yes, yes. You can tell Roswin's like sort of out of breath.
What's wrong? You okay?
Nothing.
Tell me
It's
the
nothing.
truth.
Truly, it's nothing. Please, we should go.
Dex. A bad over.
The room that Tanis has sort of shown you to is probably about a 30-foot diameter circle. Around the outside are, some supplies, crates, storage items. Nothing big. Everything looks pretty small. It doesn't look like this was planned to be used for an extended period of time. In the center of the room sits a round sort of table, small, probably for like 1 or 2 people. And around the outside on the floor are a pair of bedrolls, which she takes to sort of gathering up. Please, make yourselves, I would say, at home, but given the circumstances, I don't know that that's an option. But please, at least make yourselves as comfortable as you're able. I will do my best to accommodate and answer any questions that you may have from your meeting, if I am able.
Thank you.
Yes. It injures me for you to see Sylvanas in such a state. It injures me that any of this could have happened. But know that without him, without he and Bragg, we would be lost.
Yes, I'm sure this is all very difficult as that's to be the case everywhere we go.
Yes, it seems ill fortune tends to follow heroes, which, from what I've seen, is what you are.
Eh.
I have seen your deeds, albeit not with great fidelity. But I have
Kinda
seen.
creepy.
But I have seen that your will is true, and you do not truly mean us any harm. Whether harm follows the places that you go is hard to say. But I suppose such is the nature of those with good hearts. Now please, rest. And in the morning, if you can call it that, we will speak with Sylvanas once more and give you as much information as you need.
Okay.
I think.
You may want to fill your canine companion in on what has happened. And she turns her back from the door and walks out. And with that, this will be where we end it.
Okay. Yeehaw.
Right.
Mm-hmm.